This is the island that separates the two communities. 1 mile that way we have Grassland, 1 mile that way is the village of Grassmoor. Makes up the Grassland Hasmoor big local community. The island is bang in the middle. We have sponsored this for a year just to make people more aware of our big local community. One of the things that we are doing, apart from working on lots of footpath projects, is trying to develop all the green and open spaces within the two communities. Here in Eastwood Park, we've identified, working with Chesterfield Borough, area where we can open or create a petanque piste.
I asked Peter one evening if in the green open spaces he knew of any small parcel of ground that could be used as a petanque piste.
It's going to use an area what we've not used for some years. It's been neglected and I think it'll be a good thing for them.
We have a space, we have contracted prices. We are now in the position where in the next week, hopefully, we will be starting the construction to complete within 4 weeks.
People in the community can come along, they can mix with people, maybe elderly people who don't get out very often. They can come and meet neighbours, they can come and meet people that they've not met before. Generally speaking, the people who are retired, able to play during the week. We're not confining it to those people, and we like to get a junior section going. In June, when we have the local gala, we'll open it up for everyone to try and hopefully get more junior members.
We've sorted it out between us and it's happening, isn't it? We should be doing the outside bits, obviously, but I think Pete and his crew will do the initial raking out and that, and if there's a little bit we'll help out between us like that.
The French and everybody who plays petanque internationally are trying to get it as an Olympic sport. We don't anticipate being in Brazil this year, but wherever it is next time, maybe we'll get there.
This is the team that's put an awful lot of work into improvements and mapping out a number of walks and accesses around Grassmoor and Hasland.
We all met up because we were interested in what was happening with the big local.
Well, it is a good working relationship because it helps us achieve a lot more than we can do. In comparison to the 3,000 miles worth of rights of way we've got in the county, we can't do as much as we'd like to do. So we have very little opportunity to work proactively in the local area. So where the Green and Open Spaces group come in, that they can do a lot of the work that we don't always have the capacity to do.
There's a style there was a style here, and people with prams and so forth, we've had to rush out and try and help, and then a lot of them have had to turn away and go, and that to me is wrong.
We don't see stuff on the ground as much, so again this is where the group come into their own really, so they're able to tell us what the local community feel about things and how improvements will benefit the local community.
We've opened out the paths, we've made them wider, we've cut down the trees, we've generally
made them more accessible.
Made everything more accessible.
We have an obligation to try and make improvements, but we can't do that everywhere. We don't just have the resources or the funds to do it. So again, where someone can come in with funding the gates, this group have paid for all the gates, we're able to do the work to make that improvement. Otherwise, they would have remained stiles. We're
hoping that the work that we've put into all the footpaths and all the accessibilities and all the way around the avenue and making everything accessible, that more of the community are going to be able to use it.
There were 4 stiles. What's happened here has been an improvement to take out those stiles and replace with kissing gates so people can access the footpath easily.
It's getting the two communities working together, realising that the paths, the circulation is all part of a joint community project. That's happening, but it's taking possibly a little bit longer to work on, but it's getting there.
The Walking for Health group and the dog walker around here use the paths considerably more.
The real ambition is to get Grassmoor and Hasland joined together on the footpaths so that everyone can access the lovely green spaces.
We are two communities. One is a mining village, one is a suburb of Chesterfield,
And we are absolutely delighted that the Green Open Spaces working group from the Grassland Hasmoor project have done such a fantastic job in turning what was an inaccessible style, stone step over style, into this fantastic kissing gate for us. It means we can get onto this field and enjoy the Green Open Spaces in our own neighbourhood. So thank you, Green Open Spaces. Let's hear it for them.